Procter & Gamble is a global leader in consumer products, and its highly diversified collection of 65 brands, which spans across over 10 product categories, consists of many household staples. The corporation's mission, which is exemplified through its slogan, "Touching Lives, Improving Life," is to provide its consumers with superior quality and value that improves their lives. P&G consists of 5 business segments: fabric and home care, baby, feminine, and family care, beauty, hair, and personal care, healthcare, and grooming. P&G boasts many billion-dollar brands, such as Head & Shoulders, Pantene, Olay, Fusion, Gillette, Crest, Oral-B, Dawn, Febreze, Tide, Always, Bounty, Charmin, and more. In 2014, CEO A.G. Lafley announced P&G's plans to merge or divest more than half of its brands, from well over 100 down to its current 65. The corporation's divestments were made with the goal of creating a more focused business portfolio, and P&G's continuing efforts towards the consolidation of its products, suppliers, and agencies work to increase the corporation's overall productivity. Sustainability is a current go-to consumer trend. Upcycling, recycling, and product modifications like biodegradable containers, efficient packaging, and ozone-friendly chemicals are just a few of the green tweaks that consumers look for. According to a Capstrat public policy survey on sustainability, 56% of consumers would choose to pay more for products that are environmentally friendly compared to non-green products. On the other hand, according to the Network for Eco-Innovation Investment, green products carry a stigma of lower quality for some consumers. Additionally, some consumers have difficulty going green because of the low availability of green options amongst the products they purchase. Our team sees both Procter & Gamble's recent divestment trend and the consumer trends towards green products as lucrative investment opportunities, which has assisted us in our development of our strategic initiative, Product Innovation Towards Environmentally Friendly Products. Our strategic initiative consists of 2 components. 1, to innovate a line of new, environmentally friendly products following the market research on green trends that address consumer wants and needs. And 2, to modify existing products in terms of packaging and other components that can be altered to fit a more sustainable model. Though P&G argues a sustainability approach in its current production status, we feel that P&G is not taking advantage of existing resources to penetrate the green markets. P&G must take a larger and more deliberate effort in its ability to go green, such that it captures new demand and appeals to non-consumers, thereby entering a blue ocean instead of continuing to compete in a red ocean. In order to achieve this initiative, we would like to design and build a research and development center that is devoted solely to innovating green products. Though costly, we feel that in order to truly achieve this strategic initiative, there must be a research and development center that has a clear focus and employs resources and human capital dedicated towards success. We will pull our marketing department in the direction of this strategic initiative by conducting market research to best determine which products we should focus on, both for environmentally improved versions and those that can be modified in terms of packaging. Thus, both components will be part of an internal, evolutionary strategic initiative, but will also be explorative in the development of new products and exploitative, the modification of existing products. By choosing an evolutionary approach as opposed to a revolutionary approach, Procter & Gamble can better handle its cost structure and keep expenditures lower rather than a radical or revolutionary change in products. Procter & Gamble's recent divestment of its assets by selling less profitable brands and product lines in order to slim the company and increase return on capital invested coincides with this proposed strategic initiative. The implementation of this dual-component strategic initiative not only can boost transformation of the company to become more environmentally friendly, but will also shape a more streamlined firm structure that is better suited to creating corporate synergy and to achieving strategic goals. This strategic initiative was chosen specifically because its underlying premise fits with current strategic goals. P&G's market position should improve in comparison to its competitors, and this initiative will allow for access to non-consumers and open a path for an entrance into the blue ocean. This strategic initiative is classified as high importance and low imminence. This classification allows us to dedicate the resources necessary to satisfy the strategic initiative, but also an evolutionary approach in which Procter & Gamble does not rush through the process and make mistakes. Now we will look at the parts and framework of Procter & Gamble's strategic initiative. The 5 parts to Procter & Gamble's strategic initiative include people, activities, resources, timing, and symbols. The people involved include top executives and management to sign off on the plan and ensure company-wide cooperation with this initiative. The marketing department to conduct market research to determine consumer needs and wants in terms of environmentally friendly products. The finance department to determine costs and overall budget, and most importantly, the research and development department for brainstorming and product innovation. After the strategic initiative is accepted by management, a budgeting plan must be set by the finance department. Next, an innovation process must be determined so that all activities are organized and accounted for. This aligns with the Blue Ocean Strategy concept, which will be discussed in further detail later, as this is not a guess and check process. Product innovation must adhere to a strict plan of attack. Marketing research should be conducted to determine the business segments of P&G that are most relevant to environmentally friendly changes. Once the research and development department makes headway on developing new products and/or modifications to existing products, an aggressive marketing campaign will need to be undertaken in order to spread Procter & Gamble's environmentally conscious message to consumers. This initiative will be very costly in terms of research and development and marketing. Thus, there must be enough capital to expend on various projects. Most importantly is the human capital. The research and development department will need researchers who are experienced and driven. This is a very long-term strategic initiative. It should be expected to take time for the entire process to be implemented. In addition, it is ongoing. There's no end date, as product innovation will continually occur in order to maintain a continuous competitive advantage. Product innovation as a strategic initiative signals to the market that Procter & Gamble is focused on making new and better products for its consumers and is striving to go above and beyond its current product offerings. Especially given the trends in consumer tastes as we discussed previously, this initiative will symbolize to competitors that Procter & Gamble is willing to take on tough challenges and increase its competitive position in the market. Measurements that indicate success include a positive net present value analysis of both the overall research and development center and for the individual projects within the center. Sales growth, market share, and overall profitability should be considered as well. After an initial brainstorming process following the results of the marketing research, it will be important to determine which projects or ideas are the most beneficial to follow in terms of a net present value analysis and overall market predictions. Throughout each individual project, researchers should be conferring with the marketing and finance departments to ensure that internal costs are being kept under control and that the product being innovated is truly targeting the correct market according to the market research. Adjustments should be made throughout the project to keep in line with original initiative goals. As Carlos Ghosn said, implementation is 95%, strategy is 5%. In terms of implementation, we must make sure our strategic initiative fits both functionally and administratively. As mentioned previously, a current major strategy of Procter & Gamble is the trimming or divestment of products in order to focus on their most profitable lines. This strategic initiative also fits with Procter & Gamble's other stated objectives, like their approach to innovation via a strong research and development, which has driven growth, reduced costs, and increased value. Administrative fit between the strategic initiative and various management systems and processes seems reasonable, as Procter & Gamble's strong culture and alignment of leaders and business segments should promote overall alignment. Our implementation strategy relies on the involvement from everyone in Procter & Gamble, from top executives to researchers and scientists to financial analysts. We feel that management by walking around will be our best avenue to ensure cooperation amongst all departments. We also feel that the creation of cross-functional teams to tackle various projects would be beneficial. The cross-functional teams would incorporate employees and executives from various departments and business segments of the company, so that ideas and strategies would be developed from multiple sources. Looking at the 4 types of managers and management styles, we determined that a political manager would be the ideal choice of leadership style, as someone with both high involvement and high attention to administrative constraints would fit with the strategic initiative. This is because the strategic initiative requires a company-wide, hands-on approach and is also incredibly costly. Thus, a leader must be able to satisfy both requirements. Though we are not research and development scientists ourselves and cannot project the actual products that would result from the specific product innovation strategic initiative, we do know that the process must culminate in an aggressive marketing campaign. As our previous SAP analysis suggests, Procter & Gamble's major strength lies in its brand awareness and brand loyalty from consumers. As such, an aggressive marketing campaign that targets both existing Procter & Gamble customers and non-customers will be necessary to capitalize on Procter & Gamble's brand prowess. This is essential to the strategic initiative as a blue ocean strategy. Procter & Gamble is known for differentiation and has seen major success through its many billion-dollar brands. However, it has also known failure. When Procter & Gamble attempted to enter the bleach market, the strong competitor Clorox reacted quickly and intensely by effectively eradicating Procter & Gamble's test market in Portland, Maine. When Clorox learned that Procter & Gamble planned to test their bleach product Vibrant in Portland, Clorox gave every household in Portland a free gallon of Clorox bleach. With such a strong message, Procter & Gamble should have chosen not to enter such a red ocean market. Instead, Procter & Gamble entered, failed, and was forced to divest. This event shows that a micro-innovation, such as adult product that is already being served effectively, cannot achieve sustained advantage for the company. This event shows that a micro-innovation, such as adult product that is already being served effectively, cannot achieve sustained advantages for the company. In order to focus on real innovation, Procter & Gamble must look for a strategic initiative that provides competitive actions in the big blue ocean. This strategic initiative should access non-consumers, thus fulfilling the requirement of creating and capturing new demand in the blue ocean. Those consumers who purchase only green products and are thus not current consumers of Procter & Gamble products will be reached through our aggressive marketing campaign. A prime example of Procter & Gamble's previous ability to target non-customers successfully through focused marketing is the SK-II line of facial masks and facial products in the Chinese market. Chinese consumers traditionally saw Procter & Gamble as a budget brand and would not look at Procter & Gamble products for luxury needs. P&G recognized this consumer trend and rebranded SK-II with premium quality and luxury in mind. When SK-II opened an e-store in China, sales tripled from 2015 to 2014. As such, high-end cream has anchored customers' luxury skin product purchasing habit to rely on SK-II. SK-II has offered a luxury choice which other Procter & Gamble competitors cannot offer. As competitive dynamics would suggest, this move is how Procter & Gamble reacted as a defender to high-end cream makers such as La Mer, created by a P&G competitor, Estee Lauder. Product innovation towards green products will bring about a desegmentation of the market in the sense that consumers who are drawn towards green products will have their needs met all under one brand. It will be easier for consumers to shop in one place for all of their consumer product needs than to shop at many locations and specialty stores to find green products. Finally, this strategic initiative aims to achieve value innovation through differentiation and low cost. Though initial R&D expenses and other investments are expected to be high, it is our outlook that through creating simpler products with more streamlined components, i.e. reduced packaging waste, will allow lower costs of Procter & Gamble in the long run. Value would rise as both individual consumer needs are met and the lowering of the impact on the environment in which we live. Procter & Gamble's competitive position in the consumer products industry should only be enhanced and improved with the successful implementation of this strategic initiative. This blue ocean strategy, though costly in early stages, should have large payoffs in terms of revenues, profits, and overall consumer satisfaction. We believe the announcement and execution of this strategy will positively impact Procter & Gamble's stock price, thus increasing shareholder value. Procter & Gamble prides itself on being true innovators and considering customer needs a top priority. The existence of a more focused and streamlined organizational structure due to the recent divestments of unprofitable brands and a more focused effort towards product innovation of green products allows both functional and administrative fits necessary for successful implementation. With involved and detail-oriented leaders, cross-functional teams, and the support of a strong marketing department, our strategic initiative should be an outstanding long-term success. Thank you.